Buenos dias and dias buenos to all. Oh, wait. What am I doing? Okay.
Got you. Sit. You're mine. Weak. Take this. Sit.
Oops. What's going on and to all going on what? About to go ahead and try to get sweaty on this goddamn boss battle. Talk some boxing, kick it with you guys, man. We're having a super dope time growing the channel. So, yeah. Well, I just kind of bloodthirsted him, so that's great. Yakumo! Yeah, what up, Nady Nate? How you feeling? Running some Ninja Gaiden and Ninja Gaiden 4. I'm getting sweaty on this boss battle and you know, talking boxing and life and whatever else it is you cool kids want to talk about. Get out of here.
Sit. You're mine. Sit. Take this.
Oops.
Sit. Die. You're right. Prepare yourself.
Ah! They should. Oh, okay. It's a double. I thought it. Okay, yeah, they should have been there. That's BS. Yeah, so yeah, it is pretty hard. I ain't gonna lie, I've been stuck on this balls bad. I had to get a game of a rest for a couple days. Trying to figure out why the WBC tweaking about this Benavidez Zerto fight. What WBC talking about with that fight? What they talking about? I ain't seen no news on that, John. What I miss? I've been too busy trying to grow my YouTube channel and paying attention to stuff. What I missed? What the WBC talking about? Oops. Ah, that second hit was BS. So they can charge what? Oh, so they can charge sanctioning fees. I mean, yeah, of course, the sanctioning bodies ought to be charging the sanctioning fees and stuff. Like, that's nothing new. But what they talking about? Like, they want some husky amount of money for them to fight or something like that. I mean, it's definitely a big fight, but I mean, I don't know, man. There be a lot going on. I don't get into it, man. I don't be getting into it because, to be honest with you, I don't know all the ins and outs. But I do know if somebody be feeling the type of way about them Jones because they be feeling like them Jones is too husky, I ain't mad at it because, you mean, they aren't a factor in this fight. Oh, they're not even a factor in this jump, but they trying to charge money. That's a crazy joint right there. None of them got the WBC belt. Yeah. Yeah, if one got WBC belt, what you charging me for if I don't got WBC? Yeah, I don't get involved, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Yeah, that's crazy. If you're not involved in a Rumble, I'm gonna be honest. That's like a promotion company trying to get money, and they're not in any way, shape, form, or fashion promoting a fight. They just like, yeah, well, we want to be a. We want parts of the money just because, like, because we exist. Like, do y'all not know that we exist? It's like, bro, we know you exist, but you're not a part of this. That's what the problem is. The problem isn't that you exist. The problem is that you want parts on something that you didn't put in on. Yeah, that's crazy. Nobody has a WBC belt, but y'all are charging us
Fine, warm-up.
WBC money. It's crazy. No.
Still don't stand a
Yeah,
chance.
that's absolutely bonkers. You know what I mean? I don't. Oh yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna beat this joint. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, this nigga cooking me. This is why I took a break from this joint, cause I ain't gonna lie, this nigga been cooking me. I've been hearing way too much smack about WBC recently. You and me both, dog. They try to create a belt for Cinco de Mayo fight winners. What? No, that's not Devil May Cry. This is Ninja Gaiden 4. A Cinco de Mayo belt? What what is what is the like what are the qualifications for that belt, like the Cinco de Mayo belt?
Prepare yourself.
Like what's the qualifications? Like what do you gotta win on Cinco de Mayo, and like does that make it like a special thing? I don't understand. It's called the Toyan, like I don't know about any of that. They're gonna have the same meaning as them crappy amateur belts, because I don't understand. Looks like the winner of the main event of Cinco de Mayo bouts, aka some bullshit. Yeah, you won on Cinco de Mayo. Like, are we overly praising that now? Like, yeah, I won on Cinco de Mayo, so like, I went on Cinco. Okay, I see why I gave this joint a break. I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel like burning myself out and sweating on this today. I'm just not gonna do it. Yeah, bro. Like, just because you win inflation kicking WBCS, yeah, just because you went on Cinco de Mayo does not mean we're gonna make some super duper special belt just because you won on Cinco de Mayo. Like, we gotta be for real. We gotta stop this stuff. Yeah, bro, straight to Kai, bro. Straight to Kai. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden 4 is just kind of. I don't have time. I don't got time to deal with none of that today. Yeah, not that. We're not dealing with that junk. No, sir. I just don't got time to get upset and sweat. You know. What are they really trying to do? What they really trying to do is pull on Benavidez Mexican card. It don't matter what they're trying to do. If you don't got no parts in the fight, it doesn't. That's nothing strictly against WBC or any of them. But if you don't got no parts in the fight, I'm not paying you. Like, that's just crazy. I'm not doing that. Okay, look hard. Yeah, the game is definitely hard. But yeah, nah. Like, I'm not paying you just because you exist. Like, you want me to pay you money simply because you exist? I'm not doing that. Like, that doesn't even sound right to me.
It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? The empty mind.
I don't want to see that. I don't save that shit. Save the movies and the cutscenes. God, I'm cool over that. Chill out. But yeah, like, nah, we're not doing that. Like, niggas want to charge you money just for the sake of charging you money. Like, that doesn't even sound right, bro. WBO and WBA threatening to pull sanctions of the fight because of this. If they don't have anything to do with the fight, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's reasons like this why people have been saying the belts are like not going to be a thing and they're going to disappear and not be important anymore, because that's crazy. That is absolutely nuts. Like, come on, bro. Like, you got to stop it. You got to stop it, bro. Like, you don't have nothing to do. Like, imagine you're fighting on I don't know, a top rank card, and then another promotion company, like, we don't got nothing to do with the fight, but like, how come Top Rank think they could just throw this fight and not give us money? And niggas is like, bro, what do you mean? Like, what exactly do you mean? How come they feel like that? Like, because they're the promoters who agreed to throw the fight. Yeah, I know, but I'm also a promotion company too, and I feel like I should have parts on this joint just cause. Like, bro, that's not how that works. Like, I just don't understand. What's up with you, Bente? Yeah, I don't know what be going on with the sanctioning fees and the sanctioning bodies and stuff. I don't get into it. I don't get into any of that junk. I don't get involved. That's my best. My whole thing is I refuse to get involved.
Destroy those
I'm not
dumb
getting involved in
a-holes.
that. Because, I mean, what are we even doing? What are we talking about? How did I just get shot from the... But yeah, like, what are we even doing? How... Bro, can somebody please kill that damn thing? Woo! Yeah, like, we're not doing that. Niggas doing just charge just for the sake of charging money. Woo! Niggas want to charge you money just for the sake of charging you money. Ain't nobody going for that, bro. I'm good. I be on Twitch streams too. Hey, yeah, I ain't been on Twitch in a little minute though. I'm gonna keep it a Benji. Side to side. Where you at? Okay, cool.
Enemies took the lead. Make them regret it.
Yeah, I ain't been on Twitch in a little minute. How did he get behind us? Now you like how you like Bill? I like Nuketown and I like Warzone when I'm playing with my friends. I couldn't get on the side of the bush. No. Who you got? Haney, Ryan Garcia match. I'm going with Haney. I think Devin going to redeem himself. I believe so as well. I definitely believe so as well.
Skewer incoming.
I dropped it. Yeah, I think Devin Haney's going to win. I mean, yeah, I think Devin Haney's going to win. I'm also the furthest thing from a Ryan Garcia fan, so there's that as well. Three, two, one, make some noise. I swear, how? Cause what? Do I got a pistol still? Yeah, I gotta get an SMG.
Enemy thermal barrel.
Leads ours. Stay on task. Damn it, lost the lead.
You see that Rolly interview? He really on some different shit. Really might wreck. Yeah, I like Rolly, man. I think Rolly's a cool dude. You know, I think Rolly seems good. I met Rolly in passing twice when I was in camp with Lara. Rolly's a pretty chill guy, man. He's really a chill dude, to be honest. Like, yeah, I met him twice in Vegas for the Lara when I was in Lara camp when he was supposed to fight Jennebeck until Jennebeck proved himself to be a cheater. But shit, Rolly funny. Rolly is definitely funny, man. He's definitely a character, but he's definitely much more mature and chill than, like, you know, which is super dope to see. But Rolly's a cool dude. I mean, he's a cool guy. Rolly's definitely super chill.
Heads up. Hostile scout pulse.
What you think about Modern Warfare champ middleweight champ getting stripped, bro? Who, Jennebeck? He should have got stripped of everything. He popped positive for PEDs. Like, nigga should have been stripped. And it took him long enough. He only popped positive fucking 3-4 months ago. He should have been stripped. That took him long enough. Every sanctioned body should have stripped him. He popped positive. Bottom line, you pop positive for cheating, you should be stripped. Bottom line. Stop giving these dudes vacations. Y'all be giving them vacations and thinking that it's supposed to deter somebody from cheating. Nah. If the punishment for cheating is I get to take a year off of boxing and focus on my investments, that's not a punishment at all. Because again, at a certain level, you only get about 2 fights per year anyway. Like, be for real. Gotta be banned from the sport. They're not gonna ban them, but they definitely need to do more punishment than giving a nigga a year off from the boxing. Giving a fighter a year off from the boxing gym is literally taking 2 fights from them. That's not a punishment. That's not a punishment. That's time for you to travel the world, especially when you're in that world class level, you making millions of dollars. It's time for you to travel the world, have fun, and focus on your investments. Like, that's not a punishment. Especially with the way social media is set up, you can make so much money even still while you're not in the gym. So it's like, how is that even a punishment? It's not a punishment. Silly ass. But yeah, like that shit is corny. Like, I will never understand it. I will never understand why the punishment for cheating is nothing. And it, like I said, it took him like 3-4 months to even strip him of 1 belt, and I believe he still has more belts. It's like, why are we not stripping him of everything? Not sure if there's more of a video idea, but it's hard not to feel like I missed the train in terms of being believed in as an older inspiring fighter starting at 21 and 23 now. I covered that in my I believe in my last video, or the second to last video. I just covered that topic actually. And by believe that I mean finding a solid coach that sees the vision, dedicated, and disciplined. Yeah. That's the whole thing, right? When you start boxing late, they're not going to believe in you. Like, not just a gym or a coach or anything, like, they're not going to believe in you, and they're not wrong for not believing in you. They're not wrong. You have to go out of your way to prove to yourself that you're worth it. When you go out of the way to prove to yourself that you're worth it, trust me, everything else falls into place. You know what I mean? So you don't got to worry about you don't have to worry about if they believe in you. They don't believe in you. I'm going to tell you that from the jump, bro. They don't believe in you, bro. They don't believe in you. You gotta do that, bro. Yeah, you gotta put in that work, bro. Nobody's gonna believe in you, bro, just cause. It doesn't work that way. So you gotta make sure you know, put that work in. That's really all it burns down to, is you gotta put the work in. You gotta stay consistent. You gotta make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. If you can't do what you're supposed to do, then there's nothing else to talk about. You gotta live in the gym. You gotta show that you're worth it. You gotta show that you're worth. You gotta show that you're worth them taking you seriously. It don't work like they're gonna believe in you. No, you started late. They got all these other boxers and fighters in front of you. But don't worry about who do and don't believe in you. The first person to believe in you, and the first person that should believe in you, is yourself. Do you ever watch soccer, football? I watch American football, and I do watch soccer occasionally as well. Yeah. I got into soccer about 7 to 8 years ago. Good grenade. God damn, that was a hell of a grenade, buddy. Yeah, I got into watching soccer about 7 or 8 years ago. I don't consistently watch it, so I'm not gonna front and act like I do. But yeah, when I do watch it, I'm in England. I like England. England's cool. I like them. I'm a fan of their team.
We lost B.
Let me see. For context, my coach now wanting to pour into his own pro career, as well as signs that I wanted more. Yeah, I mean, if your coach is a pro fighter and he wants to pour into his own pro career more than he wants to pour into your career, he has every right to do that. He has every right to pour into his own pro career. You have to go ahead and find you a coach that can focus 100% on you. You know what I mean? And if not, then, you know, that's just something that you are going to have to figure out. But he's not, you know what I mean, if he got his own career, he's not obligated to solely focus on your career. And I'm not saying that to, you know, come up with like a way to be like, no, you just got to really find a way to make it happen and make the adjustment on your end to where as though, you know, you do have and find a coach that is more focused, that's more focused on you. Outside of that, it's really nothing that can be done. Where do these niggas be coming from? I could be waiting outside the gym at 6 a.m. to get the text that he's. Oh wow, yeah, that's bad. I just put my head down and just work as much as I can. Yeah, you need to find a coach that's more dedicated to you, bud. Just being honest with you, you need to find a coach that's more dedicated to you.
They're taking C.
What other games do you play? I just got done playing Ninja Gaiden 4. True, but we seen Haney struggle against Garcia. His speed already. I mean, yeah, that's definitely one way to look at it with the Ryan Garcia Devin Haney joint. It's definitely a joint. So yeah, I don't. If people think that Ryan Garcia is going to beat Devin Haney again, I'm not mad at. I would never be mad at nobody for having their opinion, whether I agree with it or not. This is life. We are all human beings. We have our own thought processes and everything else. It's not. This ain't just to agree with JYD show. Like, no, nigga. If you feel like somebody is going to win a fight, as long as you got your reasoning behind it, nigga, you know, state your reasons. I still believe Haney wins and hopes he makes the adjustment. Yeah, I definitely hope he makes the adjustment as well. He was running around, so he just didn't get dropped. Yeah, everybody kind of acts like Ryan Garcia was just cooking Devin Haney. That's not what happened. He was absolutely winning them rounds that he didn't get dropped in. He was 100% winning them rounds. You know what I mean? And yes, the argument is always like, oh, somebody else being on steroids does not make you make defensive mistakes. That's 100% fair. I will not argue that. But what I also will say is that when someone is on steroids and they hit you, it definitely feels a lot different than if they weren't on steroids. I can tell you that. You know what I mean? So we just gotta keep all of those things in mind as well. But when a nigga hits you and he's on steroids, man, it has a much bigger effect on you than it would if he, you know what I mean, if he wasn't on steroids. So if a guy's on steroids, if a guy's not on steroids and he catch you with a shot, maybe you'll be able to shake it off. If he can't, I mean, if he is on steroids, you might not be able to shake it off. So my whole thing is he was able to shake off all them knockdowns and finish the fight. So, you know what I mean? That's always a beautiful sign for Devin Haney that, okay, him clean, he won't be able to beat me. And I also think that a lot of people overlook the fact that when Devin Haney lost the fight, before the PEDs came out, when he lost the fight, he didn't do no complaining, he didn't do no crying, he didn't do no bitching, nothing. His dad was even like, yo, the better man won. He was just better than my son. That's it. He won the fight. My son lost. And then when the steroids thing came up, that's when Devin Haney and Bill Haney was like, yo, like, nah, that nigga cheated. As they should have. That's what they should have said, because it's just the truth. So everybody kind of pretends and acts like Devin Haney was just, oh, the moment the fight ended, he was, oh, crying and complaining and this and that. That is not how that happened, even a little bit. So I don't like that narrative being painted, because it's just simply not true. It's not true. They didn't have nothing to say about Ryan Garcia, nothing bad at all when they initially lost that fight. They didn't have nothing bad to say about that man. They said that that man won fair and square, until it turns out he didn't win fair and square. I'm gonna read the chat in 1 second, y'all. But yeah, like, no, this is not bad. I be shelling out when I can for the PT session, so that's the only reason to be tough. I just know the game knowledge everything, so I look to soak up as much as I can from who I can. Yeah, absolutely. If you start late, in my opinion, you really gotta pour as much bread as you can into an individual attention to pass others up. What do you mean as far as bread? Because it doesn't cost you any money to spend your time. It don't cost you no money to spend your time in the gym. Like, I mean, in a physical sense of money, it doesn't cost you any money to spend time in the gym outside of your gym dues and your gym fees and whatnot. Like, it doesn't cost you any money to do that. It just costs you time. If you can spend that time in the gym, then yeah, absolutely. Like, if you have that time to dedicate to the gym, yeah. But you don't need no fancy equipment. You don't need no fancy gear. You don't need no expensive shit like that. You don't need any of that. All you need to do is have a bare minimum and take your ass to the gym and be ready and willing to learn and put in the work. Like, I think people think that if you buy, for example, a winning set, that's going to make you a better fighter. That will not make you a better fighter if you buy a winning set. If you come to the gym and you put in the hard work and you do what you're supposed to do, that's what's going to make you a better fighter. It doesn't matter the equipment that you got. It don't matter the gear you got. It don't matter any of that. Are you ready and willing to shut up and learn and do what you got to do? That's really the bottom line. I'm about to say, I just know we are getting cooked, because these niggas' movement is elite. These niggas' movement are elite as fuck. Like, I know we're getting cooked. And I look over at the scoreboard and yeah, we're getting cooked. But yeah, yeah, that shit don't mean nothing if you have fancy equipment, dog. That's not how that works. You gotta put the time and the effort in order to go ahead. You gotta put the time and the effort in order to get better. People always be asking like, oh, like, what's the quickest way? What's the there is no fastest way. There is no quickest way. There are no shortcuts to this shit. It's either you want it or you don't. Who is calling me on FaceTime audio from New York? Like what?
Heads up! Enemy HKD drop detected.
Get a counter UAV in the air.
Securing B.
But yeah, that's not how that works. JYD, Royd's strength don't just go away. It don't go away. Hell no, it don't. You're right. It don't go away. Once you got steroids in you, that shit is in you forever. Like, once it's in you, it's in you. Once your body has tasted that shit, that's it. There is no way. Oh yeah, we getting cooked. I'm reading chat. Yeah, there's no way. Once the steroids is in you, that is it. People think like, oh, bro, it's fake. It's fake. Stop shooting me. Once them steroids is in you, nigga, that shit is in you. Everybody act like, oh, time went by, so now the steroids gonna go away. No, that's not how that works. Once steroids are inside of you, dog, that's it. Them effects last. They are there forever. They don't just go away just because you want it to go away. That's not how that works.
Gather the wounded. Extract crews will be there soon.
I think also people shit on Haney just because they don't like him. Just because. What you think about Southpaw TV? I actually know that guy personally, and we trained together in the beginning of my amateur career for a very long time. I had no issue with Southpaw TV. What is his real name?
Target removed.
What is his real name? I'm drawing a blank on his real name. I know his real name. It's in my phone. But whatever the case may be, no, dog. He was like he always was, a little crazy, but he was cool. The reason why I have a problem with him and I don't like him nowadays is because I'm Muslim, and the things that he say about Muslims is just unacceptable. And he say those things simply because he does not like Devin Haney. But he is cool. He was actually really, really cool up until he started crossing the line and just like drawing saying, oh, Muslims is this and this and this and this, and like that's when I'm like, all right, bro, like now you're doing a lot. Like I don't care that you don't like Devin Haney. You don't have to like nobody that you don't want to like. I never had no issue with that. But that man has never had an issue with me ever. He never had no issue with me, and I never had no issue with him. My issue came in when that man started saying what he started saying about Muslims and Islam. That's what I don't like. That right there is what I don't like. I don't like when you do that. He just start pushing it and just start taking it somewhere where it never had to go. Whole time you don't even realize who you be offended. But I don't know if he said anything bad about me or whatever like that, because I don't watch his channel. I don't watch his channel, so I really couldn't tell you. I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch him on the chat. Jeepers creepers, I got a lot that I missed. Let me see. I don't even know where that. But yeah, you don't need to pour a whole lot of money into starting late. If you start late, you gotta pour a lot of time into it. Create more about starting late boxing. That's very informative. No problem, I got you. As long as the numbers make sense, I will absolutely do that. Just let the numbers just gotta make sense. Just make sure y'all share it and comment and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And the best content will always come out. Bro, also yeah, and Devin Haney did miss weight. People just like shit on Devin Haney because they don't like him. I think also to do a bit on Haney being a black fighter and not a different race, Buzz spoke on that too. What you mean by that? But yeah, no, I mean you can definitely pay for extra. I mean if you could definitely pay, if you got the money, you could pay for the extra sparring and extra coaching and stuff. But it's really more so just you have to go in ahead and you gotta go in ahead and you gotta dedicate that time, bro. Like the time is what's the most important. You gotta dedicate that time. If you don't dedicate your time to it, then you're not going to get better. That's not just boxing, that's anything. You have to dedicate your time to it. It definitely is worth getting one-on-one if you just start. Like, yeah, it's definitely 100% worth getting one-on-one. But also, if you can't afford the one-on-one, you got to go ahead and go to the gym and just do the best with what you got, which is your basics. Like, when you in them classes with the rest of the gym, dog, you got to focus up and do and handle your shit. You got to focus up and handle your business as best as you can and make the most of them class. Like, you're not always going to be able to get the one-on-one, and that's okay. But if you can't always get the one-on-one, If you can't always get the one-on-one, dog, you gotta take advantage of the situation that you got. So just get your ass in class and do what you gotta do. Oh, I hate these iron sights on this. Yeah, you gotta just focus. You gotta focus on what you can do.
Enemy UAV detected.
And you also gotta show niggas that you are ready and willing to learn and put in the work. That's my best advice. There's no shortcuts to this shit. There's no shortcuts and cheats to this. It's either you want it or you don't. It's either you is or you isn't. There's no in between. Salute from London. Salute to London. I fuck with Devin Haney. He don't be weird and cocky. Besides that, I fuck with him. Yeah. I mean, no, I don't think Devin Haney is a weird or cocky individual. I think that, you know, the game changes everybody to an extent. You know what I mean? So you just gotta understand, like, if you in this game long enough, you're going to go through some changes. So it just, you know, everybody tends to protect themselves differently. Nobody is going to do it the same way as the next person. So that's kind of I think that's kind of Devin Haney's thing. It's just like, you know, he shields himself from what he feels as though he needs to shield himself from, and a lot of people don't like it, but it is what it is. He's been through the things that he's been through, so he feels the way he feels. Haney a good fighter, boxing in a good place right now. A lot of I just lost the damn comment there. Where'd it go? God damn. I'm so sorry. I did not expect this much chat to be going on today. I'm so sorry, y'all. In chat, if you guys also have questions and conversations that y'all want for one another, please do answer each other back, because I'm really trying my hardest. I was not, and I gotta I also gotta fix my my chat so that it pops up on my computer for YouTube, because right now I'm reading chat off my phone, which is also another irritant. But you know, things happen. What are you gonna do? I'll figure it out as I go. I be trying to tell you, I really don't have no social media team enough like that. I figure everything all by myself. Like if I can't ask my wife for the help, then I just figures it out by myself. You know, so it's rough, but you know, we'll figure it out as we go. No one cares. How is the turret sitting right next to this nigga and not turning and shooting him? Like, what, Sway? How, Sway? How? You don't have the answers. You're a cook too. But yeah, it seems like a lot. You fight at 147? Hell no, I don't fight at no 147. I ain't been 147 since I was like 5 years old, nigga. I'm not no like 147. 147 is crazy. The hell do I look like fighting somebody 147? Nigga, I fight 160. 147 is crazy. Nigga asked me, do I fight at 147? Jeepers creepers, bud. That is not how this works. I am not that guy. Y'all about to come up here. I know. Oh, okay, no, but they getting gutted. Yeah, no, nigga, I don't fight at nobody's 147. Bro, get up. Yeah, I don't fight at nobody's 147 pounds. That's crazy. I can't even make 140. I couldn't make 147 if you paid me. You could pay me the world and everything in it. I mean, like, black fighters get more slack thrown at them and less love. I believe so as well. Being an American thing, you know what I mean? I definitely know what you mean. I definitely can agree with that. I'm in the gym 6 days a week. Shout out to London. Being in the gym 6 days a week is definitely where it's at. Like, you absolutely want to be in the gym 6 days a week. If you can afford to be there and you have that time to be there 6 days a week, nigga, be there 6 days a week. You can only get better. You can't get always remember this. Anybody who's in the chat right now, always remember this. You can't get no worse coming to the gym every day. It's impossible to get worse coming to the gym every day. You gonna get better by accident, nigga. Like, you can't get no worse coming to the gym. So come to the gym. You're going to get better, even if it's 1% better. You're going to wait, what? You're going to get better. You know, you can never get worse by coming into the gym. So come into the gym every day. As much as you can come into the gym. If you need to work a job, work a job. People tell me, do you use OBS? Yeah, I'm running OBS right now. People be asking me to run, people ask me to make more videos about, you know, being a late starter and things that I learned in the trials of that. Like, I absolutely will do that, but the numbers have to also make sense on those videos. So the more views, likes, and comments and shares that we get off the videos, I absolutely make more. Y'all rocking with Charlo versus Spence. That'll be a good fight. I'm going with Spence in that fight. But Yeah, like y'all gotta understand, bro. Like everybody be like, oh well, you know, it's hard for me to get to the gym because I gotta work and XYZ. Bro, I'm gonna be honest, like that's not an excuse. That's really not an excuse. Like my wife Deja, she's upstairs. I have 7 kids. I have 2 different households, and I have 2 wives. Yes, they know about each other. Yes, all of the questions are gonna come about there. It always flooded with questions. Yes, I have a house here and I have a house across town. My wife Deja is upstairs and my wife Bree is across town right now. I have to manage 2 households, 7 kids, a job, content creation, going to the gym, being a father, being a husband, all of those things, and still make time to go ahead and go to the gym every day. Because I'm not making time to go to the gym. I'm making time for everything else. The gym is what comes first. I got to get that done, and then everything else falls in line after that. So, with that being said, when people say, oh, I work in my schedule and this, I'll be like, okay, bro, do your thing. That's your business. Like, I can't really, I can't knock you if your schedule doesn't allow and permit you to go ahead and get to the gym, bro. I don't know what to tell you, but I know for me, that's not an excuse for me. Like, you got to get your ass in that gym, bud. Like, you got to get in the gym, buddy. It's just that simple. Yes, I have 7 kids. I miss watching Errol Spence, man. He's a dog. Yeah, man. He was super cool. No, we did not spar, but he was super cool to have in the gym and work alongside, which was super duper cool. No judgment. Salute to you. I wouldn't give a good goddamn if somebody was judging me. But thank you, bro. I got 3. Salute my boy. Yeah, 3. I'm cool off that. There's a program that aids into your OBS called Eddie and Vertical, where you can add the keys and the clips and stuff like that. I'm gonna look into that, John. Thank you, bro. If I can't go to the gym, I train at home. Absolutely, we got to get it done 100%. Even if you do go to the gym, you should still train at home. For whenever you get hot takes or good perspectives. Thank you, bro. I bike 15 miles back and forth to the gym. Just don't want it. Yeah, niggas just don't want it bad enough. Yeah. If you got a bike, to the gym, go bike. If you gotta walk to the gym, walk. If you gotta run. If you gotta crawl, nigga. Get it how you live. But if you want it bad enough, trust me, you gonna go and get it. Cause if shorty that you want to be with, if she say, oh, you know, come on over, I got the free crib, and she 50 miles away, your ass gonna find a way to get them 50 miles away to go ahead and get with the shorty. Like, that's the bottom line. You're going to get to her crib. You mean, so I don't want to hear about nothing else. It ain't gonna be no, oh, I can't make it. Nah, you gonna find your way to get the shorty, and that's the bottom line, because you want that. So do the same thing with the gym, bro. Like, why is she more important in the gym? She's not. She's not more important in the gym. You just a sucker, and you don't want it enough, dog. Want it more. That's what it burns down to. Nigga, want it more. You have to want it more.
Enemy UAV detected.
Arrow coming back gonna be exciting. Yeah, I take her to the gym. The traffic here in the Philippines and shit. Oh, you in the Philippines, bro? Love from the Philippines. Manny Pacquiao is my favorite fighter ever. So much love from the Philippines, dog. We love the Philippines. We love Manny Pacquiao. Also, shout out Coach Cam. I believe Coach Cam on Instagram. Coach Cam. She's also Filipino, I believe. So shout out to Coach Cam. That's the sis. That's the gang. That's the guys. And improve my cardio. Yeah, absolutely. What would you say is your best punch? I don't know. The jab, maybe? I love the jab. I used to, believe it or not, I used to hate the jab when I first started boxing. I used to hate the jab, dog. I was not a big jabber. I'm talking about I used to hate it. My dad used to always get on my head like, you need to jab more, blah, 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 blah. I did not want to go for that shit, bro. Like, the whole jabbing thing, it just wasn't clicking for me, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not like the jab. I'm like, I don't need the jab. I'm good enough to not use the jab. I don't gotta use the jab. Stupid. Just talking dumb. Just a whole bunch of stupid dumb talk I used to be talking. I tell you, with age and experience and time, dog, you really see how dumb you are when you're young. You know what I mean? Like, I was just young and dumb. Like, boy, cause you. But yeah, I was just young and dumb, bro. Like, that was my whole thing. I was just dumb and young and just think that I knew it all. I don't know it all. You don't know nothing. Shut up. And yeah, I thought I knew it all. I didn't know it all. Have you ever had Kava before? No, I can't say that I have. Who shows you that overhand corkscrew type of punch? The one that connect on foot. Me, that's just a weird shot that I throw. Even Breadman, my coach Breadman, he was just like, nah, I don't like. That's just a shot that Jay throws. Like that's just we know, you know, when I saw he liked it a whole bunch, so you know, yeah, we work on landing it efficiently, but like and effectively. But he didn't teach me that shot. That's a shot that I've learned on my own. Like I just like to punch, so I just throw that punch. So I like it. Yeah, that's kind of really how that went. And yeah, we just make sure it lands where it's supposed to land, and it lands as effectively in the position as it's supposed to land. But nobody necessarily taught me that shot. I taught myself that shot. Peck might get Floyd this one. Man, I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I really the only reason I'm gonna watch this fight, and multiple reasons. One is because social media wise is gonna go crazy social media wise. So I do boxing coverage, so I'll have to watch it. That's one. But two, you know what I mean? Last time I seen Pacquiao even fight against whatchamacallit, it was a rough joint. When he had fought Ugas, I'm like, man, damn, Pacquiao best days is behind him, and that's my favorite fighter. Would I love to see Pacquiao beat Floyd? I'd love to, because you know that's my favorite fighter. But you know, I don't know, man. I don't really necessarily want to watch that fight. Oh, also, thank y'all so much for everybody who took the time out to just come on in here and chill and kick it with us, man, in this stream. I am not a gamer. I'm just a guy who plays games while streaming so that I don't get bored with talking to my own floating head. But yeah, I'm not a gamer. But I appreciate you guys for coming and talking boxing with me. I be throwing that shit hurt like a motherfucker. Oh, I appreciate that, man. Bro, I be hating the jab when I first started, because all of my bad habits causing my shoulders to get so tired. If you get tired from throwing a jab a lot, then that means in the gym you should do more drills that involve throwing a jab. Do more jab drills. You have to do more jab drills because it'll help you with your shoulder stamina. Is this an enemy? Yeah, this is an enemy, John. Whee! But yeah, you should definitely yay! Got somebody with it. But yeah, you should definitely you should absolutely do more drills that work on you throwing a jab and build up your shoulder stamina. Do those drills. That helps you. They'll help you a hell of a whole lot. Yeah, so that way you don't get tired. I be throwing that shot out, man. I much love for throwing that shot out, man. That's super thorough, though. I appreciate it. Any best practices for rehab for the shoulders? Anything preventative to do in general to keep away from injuries? Yeah, like I said. Also, a lot of people don't value the heavy bag enough. Like, especially if you have a good size heavy bag, a 200, 250 pound heavy bag, value that heavy bag. Like, use the heavy bag more. A lot of people don't understand how much cardio and shoulder strength and punch power and everything comes from using the heavy bag. Why y'all don't use the heavy bag? I would say I don't know, but I do know why y'all don't use the heavy bag. Y'all don't use the heavy bag because y'all can't get viral clips off the heavy bag. So y'all rather just use pads and do that because you can go viral. You can go viral. Oh, sorry, my computer. You can go viral hitting pads with blindfolds on and a whole bunch of other shit that you never do in a fight. A bunch of impractical ass nigga shit. Like, hitting pads with a blindfold on is never. There's never gonna be a time ever where you're blindfolded in the ring. Like, I get it, y'all. Like, y'all do these things. Like, oh, look at me, I can do it. But like, there's never gonna be a time where you're in the ring with a blindfold on, throwing punches at somebody. Like, that's not a thing. But because you go viral doing it, then people like, let me go ahead and show people I can hit the pads with a blindfold on. Even on your worst night, if both eyes were swole shut like this, guess what? The referee's going to stop the fight. Like, even on the worst eye swelling, you're not going to continue to fight because the referee is going to stop the fight. Like, I don't think people truly and fully understand it. So while you're hitting pads, blindfolded, that shit does not help you. That's not practical. That won't help you in a real fight. So y'all don't like using a heavy bag because y'all want to go viral. Going viral is not going to get you to win fights. Y'all really ought to stop doing it. And yeah, absolutely check with your medical professional so that you can see what is wrong with your shoulder and how to heal it up. I'm out. Salute G. Salute Nate Nate. You think the old school fighters like Oscar and Purnell? Yes, I think they're better. He might have blood in his eyes. Blood in your eyes is not going to blindfold you. Yeah, if you'll use the heavy bag correctly, like how you're supposed to, you'll find a lot of improvements. You'll find a whole lot of improvements if you use the heavy bag the way you're supposed to. Niggas don't use the heavy bag the way they're supposed to because they just don't like the heavy bag. Like I said, because y'all can't go viral on using the heavy bag. Nigga, I've gone viral multiple times using a heavy bag. I mean, granted, my commentary on top of it. But that's neither here nor there. The thing is, nigga, use the heavy bag. Use the heavy bag. Like, would y'all use the heavy bag? Stop just not using the heavy bag because you want to go viral on pads. That's not how this works. That is absolutely not how this works. Use the heavy bag like a true fighter. You mean I'm gonna be honest with you. The stuff that y'all be doing on the pads, it looks good, but y'all do not be using that in fights, bro. It's impractical. This is exactly why I made the impractical ass nigga series, because you niggas be impractical as all hell. Y'all be super impractical. Stop not using the heavy bag. Use the heavy bag. Do what you're supposed to do.
Leads ours. Stay on task.
Swag.
You're falling behind, Black Ops.
Yeah, if you y'all gotta definitely use the heavy bag more, man. That's the burnout of it all. Y'all don't want to use the heavy bag because y'all be too focused on trying to go viral on y'all MySpace pages and whatnot. The quickest way to go fast, to go viral on y'all little MySpace pages is what y'all are gonna do. Stop trying to go viral on y'all MySpace pages and focus on doing what you're supposed to do in the gym.
UAV established above.
Dude. JYD don't end. No, I don't even. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even looking for any contests. I really don't care about getting better at Call of Duty. I do not give a shit. To be honest with you, I don't care about getting better at Call of Duty. I'm only doing this so that I don't get bored while talking on stream with you guys. Like I don't care about Call of Duty. Being honest with you, bro. I'm doing this simply because I just don't want to get bored while talking to a floating head. It's super annoying and boring to sit there and talk to a floating head the whole time. I'm okay. I don't like that. It's super annoying. I've done that for a very long time on other social media sites, and I'm not about to go on YouTube. No, sir. I don't want to do that.
Hostile grenade.
That's valid. Yeah, I don't care about Call of Duty. Yeah, I don't care about games at all. To be honest with you, I just don't want to. I don't want to talk to my own floating head. Like that shit is a burner. I don't want to talk to my own burning head. I mean, my own floating head. I'd rather do this, read chat, and just entertain myself. I'm not here trying to get better. I'm not here getting better. I'm not here looking for tips and advice from Kai. I'm here to talk about boxing and entertain myself and have fun. But I do have some friends that are like really good at Call of Duty, and I wish they would stream, because if they would stream, they'd be wildly successful at it, simply because they're really good at the game. But you know, you can take a horse to water, but you can't make them swim in it, if that's how the saying goes, right? What would you do about? What would you think about going to different gyms often to spar, maybe once or twice a week? I go to different gyms to spar. I get a bunch of different people that come to my gym to spar me. Well, I don't do it. My coach does, because I don't set up my spars. But yeah, like I get different work from all over the place. And then on top of that, I also get, you know, fortunately, Metro, I'm able to get a lot of world-class work because of, you know, who my coach is, and because of my level of experience, and because also, as humbly as possible, simply because of who I am. I'm able to get a whole lot of world-class work, which is super dope. So it also puts you in a very cool position to become cool with and or friends with some great world-class fighters. And it'd be so funny because, you know what I mean, I love the whole thing and idea of like fighters are like famous and stuff like that, and they're celebrities, and it's like super, and like that's like a super cool thing. But like when people be like looking at these fighters, they're like, oh, like, you know, such and such, and I'm like, yeah, that's just my homie or my friend. Like it's a super weird dynamic there, like, because y'all see these people as this thing, and I don't see them as this thing. They're just like my coworkers. But also when they meet me, it's mutual love. Like, they are big fans of my social media. They're big fans of me. They're big fans of my fighting ability and all of those things. So that's also a super cool thing to meet. You know, these stars, not even just boxers, basketball players, actors, comedians, rappers, singers, rock stars, all of these things. Like, I meet these guys and like they're super huge fans of my work, and I'm a huge fan of their work. So it's like super dope to experience. So it's just like, yeah, like, you know, these guys are just my buds. Like, you know, they're just my buds. But to everybody else, it's like, oh, they're this person and that person. Like, oh my God, I don't believe it. And it's like, I mean, yeah, he's cool. You know, that's my bud. So yeah, it's cool.
Time to get clever.
It's like super cool, and it's funny because like the same thing like happens with my wife, like, because like famous people are like the same way with her, because like they like her social medias and stuff too. So yeah, all that being said, I do get a lot of world-class work. So like that also gives you an extremely big advantage when you're able to get world-class work and you're able to work with world champions and top caliber fighters. That like puts you on a whole nother level than the guys that you fight, simply because of the fact that people like, if you're used to fighting and sparring like world-class fighters and world champions and shit like that, like if you're used to doing that on a regular basis, then when you fight people that's technically supposed to be on your level, it makes it that much easier because they don't know enough as world-class fighters, as world champions and stuff like that. So it makes it a lot easier. Going to other gyms is great, especially if you have a couple people that you spar. Yeah, absolutely. I only train out of my gym and I only train with my coach, but yes, I do go to other gyms to spar. We do spar at other gyms. Hello, what's the maximum age for competition in the amateur? I have no idea, but they do have masters leagues and stuff like that. So you would probably have to look into like what's a masters league. If you're like elder in age, you can do the masters leagues, and they got other leagues like that. There's people 30, 40, 50 years old in some of them leagues. So you can definitely do those amateurs, and it all falls under the umbrella of USA boxing and the amateurs and stuff like that. So I would absolutely say if you're older in age and you want to do that and you want to compete, I'd absolutely say do that. And with social media, you can do that and be older in age and like have like a hella dope following and like get so much love and attention, and it can blow you up from just being like a Masters League champion to like a social media star / Master League champion. So it's super dope. Like it's very, very cool. So I would definitely recommend whoever is older, if you're looking into boxing and if you have the health to do so. Do not start boxing at older ages without checking with your medical professional first, your PCP, primary care physician, and doctor, and your medical team first, to see that you're okay to start boxing. And then once they give you that clearance that you can start boxing, yes, I'd say absolutely do so. Absolutely 110% do so. And always remember, if you're starting late, do not try to be a super flashy, fancy fighter. No, you need to work on your basics and your fundamentals. You're not Floyd Mayweather, you're not Pernell Whitaker, you're not any of these guys. So and they've been doing it their whole entire lives and they've mastered certain things. You can be a master at fundamentals and go extremely far. No pro, just amateur 34. Yeah, you can get in the masters, I believe. Nah, I'm bugging this 30. Okay, yeah, I'm about to say there's guys in master leagues that are like older than that who I've seen fight under the USA boxing umbrella in the master leagues older than 35. So I definitely believe that it can be done. You just gotta check with your medical professional team. And make sure it's okay for you, that you can pass the physical and that you're able to box and compete at that level. Which, you know, if you want to, I'd say go for it, as long as you're healthy enough and your health is safe enough for you to do so. Yeah, I'd say go for it. Especially if you're a man. I'm a huge advocate of every man needs to be able to defend himself. I'm an extremely huge advocate of that. You should be able to defend yourself as a grown man. You should definitely be able to do that. You you need to know how to defend yourself as a grown man. You have to. A grown man not know how to properly defend himself is unacceptable. And I know I rag on the MMA guys and the karate guys and things like that. And yeah, you guys have some very questionable things that y'all be having going on sometimes. But I'm being honest with you, no, MMA is also super dope. And you should also, like, and if you're not into boxing, you should absolutely do some form of MMA, whether it's Muay Thai, Krav Maga, Jiu-Jitsu, whatever. Like, karate, I don't give a damn what it is, but like, you should 110% do it. Like, learn to defend yourself. Learn to defend yourself, learn to defend your family, and not just with a gun, because there will not always be guns around in every situation and instance where though you have access to a firearm. Like, no. Learn to defend yourself with or without a firearm. It is not, defending yourself, self-defense is not only regulated to firearms. That is not how that works. You need to be able to defend yourself with or without a firearm. Or with or without a weapon. You need to know that. So, yeah, that's my best advice for anyone who wants to get into boxing and wants to get in at an older age, or if you're just a man in general, you should know how to defend yourself. For you, who's the most fundamentally sound boxer? In no way is super fundamentally sound. Winky Wright was super fundamentally sound. Andre Ward was super fundamentally sound. Believe it or not, Floyd Mayweather is fundamentally sound, but y'all just only look at the shell. Y'all don't look at his fundamental boxing. Floyd Mayweather absolutely does raise his hands up. And goes into a regular fundamental guard as well. Better Beeve is an absolutely great fundamentally sound boxer. Bivol is fundamentally sound. There's a lot of fundamentally sound fighters and boxers in the world right now. But yeah, it just depends on what boxing that you like and what boxing that you're watching. And a lot of people don't like fundamentally sound boxers because they're not exciting enough. Which, to each his own, you know what I mean? Each his own. What about Golden Boy? Are you saying Oscar De La Hoya was a fundamentally sound fighter? So main man on the other joint was literally standing right next to our turret, and our turret wasn't shooting him. But then this turret is able to do a full 360 when I'm on the opposite side of it. Yeah, I think that's funny. I'm not saying it be cheating going on, but I am saying that honest play isn't going on, and I can say that confidently now. Scrap it, down, scrap it, baby.
Take control of this.
I was upset, didn't you? I outplayed you.
Hardpoint is active.
No, sir.
Net call. Napalm strike inbound.
Junkyard K9, what up with you, Rich? Rich Reloaded, it's good to see you again, man. Beautiful John. Little 10-minute jog and just got some blood in my legs. That's a good joint, baby. You mean? Nice little 10-minute, you mean? Ain't nothing wrong with that, baby. Get you your little 10-minute, you mean then. People don't realize that the good flashy fighters that have a still, yes, the good flashy fighters absolutely still do have elite fundamentals. Y'all just don't like to acknowledge it because the elite fundamentals aren't flashy to y'all. So that's where it differs for y'all. Like there's a huge like gap there that y'all don't want to acknowledge. These guys are fundamentally sound. They just do it in a flashy way. And that's okay if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, don't do it. And most of y'all don't know what you're doing. Bam is definitely, I'm so sorry for even forgetting Bam. Bam is one of the most defensively fundamentally sound fighters in all of boxing. Alright, let me correct it. Bam is one of the most defensively fundamentally sound fighters I've ever seen in my life, ever, of any era. Bam is super fundamentally sound. That shit is scary. Bam is one of the most fundamentally sound fighters ever. Not just of my era, but ever. Bam is that defensively good. Bam is that defensively good for 100%. Bam is super fundamentally sound,
Hardpoint
Joe.
located.
If you want to see an exciting, fundamentally sound fighter, watch Bam Rodriguez. Bam Rodriguez is a creature when it comes to fundamentals. He is problematic. Watch Bam Rodriguez. Bam Rodriguez is nice on the fundamentals.
This is not what I signed up for.
Winky Wright is one of the most, is the one who's my coach told me to watch. Yes, but I kept watching my favorite fighter, James Toney, Ricardo Lopez, and Bam Rodriguez. Yeah, you should have watched Winky Wright and Bam Rodriguez too, because they're the most fundamentally sound out of all the fighters that you just named, Bam and Winky. Bam is the best one to watch out of all three of them. Absolutely. Floyd versus Mosley is a good film study. It is, yeah. James Toney had that God-given power, bro. Yeah, he had God-given power and ability. No gym today. Nah, today is a run day and rest and recovery day, as well as tomorrow. Junkyard Dog, Peace King, Peace King, Peace Queen. Let's eat some vegetables and fruits and say, what do y'all say? Ashe and all that stuff. That too. Crazy good. He reminds me of Alexa Arguet. Wow, and Salvador Sanchez. Let's go. Big names thrown out there, bud. Bam is future Pantheon King. I offer fundamental. I'm not going to argue that at all. Bam is a daily nightmare to fight. Absolutely. I wouldn't want to fight him if I was 115. I wouldn't want to fight him, period. Bam Rodriguez is that good. I'm not letting his little ass get in the ring with me and put on a show. He's too fast and too quick for me. I'm a middleweight. I don't feel like dealing with that. I'm going to grab him. I'm going to keep it a bean. I'm going to grab him. It's not going to be a fun spar match because I'm just going to grab his little ass and I'm going to lean on him for like the first half of the spar. Like, if we spar 8 rounds, I'm leaning on him for 4.5 to 5 rounds just because I want to take his legs from him. I'm not about to just straight up and down spar Bam and get lit up and embarrassed and all such. I'm not doing that with Bam little ass. He's too quick. He too quick. He too fast. I'm not doing it. He too short. I'm not about to be doing all that. No, Bam, I'm going to lean on you, bro. It's cool. I'm going to lean on you a little bit, try to rough you up a little bit, you know, all that type of shit, Bam. Bam, I'm not about to sit there in the middle of the ring with you, bro. I'm not doing that. Your fundamentals is too solid. You too quick. You're going to be slipping my jab, all types of shit. I'm not doing that. James Toney or B-Hop, that's a damn good question. I often spar with boxers way smaller than me. They so fast, bro. Come on, bro. I'm not doing it. Najee Lopez, yeah, I did. Shout out to the guy, man. Shout out to the bro, man. Najee Lopez, me and him got cool via social media. I ain't saying we best buds or nothing, but we got cool via social media, man. Najee Lopez, man, he got that belt yesterday. I'm proud of him, man. I'm definitely proud of my guy, dog. Shout out to Najee for getting that belt, dog. I mean, that's a beautiful joint, dog. Word to me, that's a beautiful joint. I'm happy for my nigga, and I'm proud of him too, dog. Word. Bro definitely went off with that one, man. I'm proud of him. Najee Lopez did his thing yesterday, man. He ended up getting that dub, you know, 8 rounds. When 8 rounds, he got that dub. So you love to see it, man. You love to see it, Najee Lopez. Beautiful job. And shout out my guy Honorable Sino, because Honorable Sino just ended up posting Najee Lopez's win last night too in his story. So shout out to both of them. Shout out to Najee for the win and Sino for the Sino for showing love.
Zone C secure.
B-Hop versus James Toney. Fundamentally speaking, I would say B-Hop. Man, James Toney was special too, man. B-Hop was special too.
They are taking C.
I don't know, because there's such different fighters, yet so massively skilled, and both are super skilled in their own right. It's like it's kind of a toss up of what are you looking for in a fighter. That's really the whole thing. Like, what are you looking for in a fighter when it comes to James Toney and when it comes to James Toney and Bernard Hopkins, man. Yeah, it's just a little bit of a toss up, man. You gotta pick what you want to see. You gotta pick what you like to see. That's all. I can't really pick, man. They're both so massively skilled. They're both so massively skilled. It's rough. It's rough. It's a tough pick. Najee is a dog. Najee definitely a dog. Man, I'm a boxing nerd and fighter for real, as you should be. If anyone sparred Bam and they ain't touching him for the first 5 minutes, that's a fact. His last rumble, he walked. That's how you beat somebody up defensively. That is how you beat somebody up defensively. When your coach say beat him up with defense, that's what he means. That performance that Bam Rodriguez put on in his last fight, that's how you beat a nigga up defensively. You ain't got to throw a single punch and beat up and walk him down off of defense alone. Oh my God. Bam walked him down off of defense alone. It was crazy. Kid Puma. He walked that Kid Puma down defensively, just off of defensive responsibility alone. Like, dog. I'm talking about vicious joint. That was crazy. Bam made that into a glorified sparring session. And mind you, that was a world champion, dog. Like, I don't think people understand the levels is different. The ring is small, they just big. Who big? It depends on the size. Every ring isn't the same size. I think James Toney take it, but damn, I would have love to see it. Yeah. When I spar bigger guys, they can't hit me because I feel like their punches are way easier to defend. Yeah, because we're slower than y'all. When you're a little guy, your punches are a lot faster than ours because one, y'all are used to throwing punches. Y'all used to throwing more punches per round than us, and two, y'all are lighter than us. So yes, your shots are a lot faster. Oh my God, you got henna, baby. It's so perfect. I'm so proud of you. I love that henna. Yeah, but sparring with little guys is cool in the sense of it gets your eyes sharper quicker. Like, it gets your eyes real sharp when you spar little guys because you gotta be able to keep up with their little asses. You have to be able to keep up with their little asses.
Losing B.
And that is a headache within itself.
Losing Bravo.
Damn it, I know how to reload. Yeah, I get what you mean for real, but if I'm sparring someone who's bigger and like way more experienced, they get frustrated. They get frustrated, especially if they good at keeping the distance. Yeah, you got to be able to learn how to control distance even as a shorter fighter. And a lot of shorter fighters be afraid to exchange with taller fighters with the jab. Throw your jab out. Just because you're a shorter fighter does not mean that your jab has to leave the table. No, your jab should be at the table or should be on the table at all times if you're a shorter fighter. Jab and head movement. Jab, head movement, footwork. Use the things that work for you. Those things are going to work for you. Jab, head movement, and footwork. Those are the things that are going to work best for you. So you need to use those things. If you don't use those things, you are going to be in a world of trouble, bud. Use those things. Use your jab, your footwork, and your head movement. Do you think open weight class fights will ever exist? No. Personally, I think it could work with amateurs. I wouldn't recommend it at all. No, I would not recommend that. Isn't Floyd fighting soon? Yeah.
Enemy RCXD detected.
Yeah, Floyd's fighting soon. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend open weight classes for any. No, there's weight classes for a reason. You're definitely gonna get somebody hurt. Man, somebody's gonna get severely hurt. You're not gonna like the way it turns out after a while. You're going to get somebody ruined, crushed. Not a good job.
Ready to launch.
Baby.
They are taking C.
Keeper on your target.
Taking Alpha. We lost C.
Alpha's ready.
Losing Bravo. Zone A secure.
It might be an exhibition. Yeah, I don't know. I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't sign up for it. But I'm naturally taller fighter for my weight class, so it's out of my comfort zone. But I did very good according to my coach, nonetheless. I'm just saying, I always feel like I gotta do better because I'm a perfectionist. Yeah, absolutely. You want to be your worst critic, but you don't want to be overly critical of yourself. And also, if you're sparring, it is okay to spar with higher and lower weight classes within reason, so long as you're experienced and skilled enough to do so. It is okay to spar against bigger and smaller weight classes within reason, not just cause you gotta. It has to be a reason for you doing it. But yeah, I would recommend it if it is well advised for you to do that by your team and your coach, etc. Like, yeah, I would say do so you can go ahead and get that work. But nah, not just because you just want to do it just cause. Like, no. Anything in boxing that's done, it needs to be done for a reason. Don't think, oh, we're just doing stuff just because it looks cool. No. Absolutely not. You don't do anything just because it looks cool. Amateurs already got a 15-pound weight allowance. Oh, do they? I ain't been in amateurs for so long. I really don't know. Tyson and Floyd experienced enough to put it off in an exhibition. Tyson and Floyd can do whatever the hell they want to do, and they can do whatever they want to. Like, they're both world-class elite fighters who, yes, are both past their prime, but they know how to defend themselves properly. They know exactly how to defend themselves properly. So yeah, I'm not worried about either one of them, to be honest with you. They're fine. Call me crazy, but I got Floyd for sure. Mike too. Yeah, I got Floyd too. It's going to be a paid sparring session. That's all it's going to be, is a very overly glorified paid sparring session. Absolutely. You are not wrong there at all. You are not wrong on that take. It is going to be a glorified sparring session. That's all it's going to be. It's a glorified sparring session.
Hostile RCXD incoming. Locking down
Get
Bravo.
that back.
Corporate appreciates your role in today's success.
It's definitely going to be a glorified sparring session.
Black Ops met their max today. Watch your target ID! Hostile cluster! Get down!
I'm about to run, y'all. Get some things done. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. I'll be back on later on. My coach told me that sometimes I'm too critical and put too much pressure on myself. Yes, to perform, because I hold myself to a high standard. Absolutely nothing wrong with getting the bag out. Yeah, absolutely get that bag out. But yeah, don't be too overly critical of yourself. But anyway, as I said, y'all, I'm checking out. I'll be back on later on, most likely, inshallah. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for everybody who's been joining this YouTube growth thing. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I'ma holler at y'all. Be back on later. Beautiful John. Peace.